Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another episode of GyroPunk, please. No, I almost got you. GyroPunk Daily. There we go. Alright, it's been a sad showing for the last two. So I kind of, as you could already see, I was like, screw it, man. I'm gonna take matters into our own hands and get the dash off stream. First try. You're not gonna believe me, but first try. First try OTI, in case you're familiar with that term. Boom. Okay, here we go. Yes. So the dash is definitely helping us, like, just do. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. Flamethrower. Oh my goodness, how are you supposed to do anything here? Okay, well, you're dead. You're already dead. But yeah, welcome to another episode of GyroPunk Daily where I die, apparently, in Rogue Legacy. Hope you don't mind that. Cause honestly, like, I feel like they ramped up the difficulty in this game so that you can, it takes longer to experience everything, because when I did go for the dash maneuver, I saw like the next two areas, so I went up to level 3, and it's weird. The second area doesn't exist yet. The third area is kind of like a beta test. They're like, it's not really complete yet, but we'll just show you a little bit. So I think we've seen a lot of what the game has to offer. That's not me throwing in the towel, although it's a pretty convenient excuse if you ask me. We'll definitely play the game as like updates come out and stuff like that. As I play off stream a little bit and try to get better at it, but it's been fun. It's been Rogue Legacy. This is honestly, and this is gonna be sad to say, this is honestly a lot of my experience with the first Rogue Legacy. I was just kind of trying to learn the mechanisms of every monster while just dying a lot. Because I think I mentioned in a previous video that this game kind of reminds me of like a Mega Man style game. They went for like a Metroidvania, but it honestly, like the different types of enemies, the way you walk into an area and are expected to dodge something immediately. That's very Mega Man. But I think if you do something like that, you need to kind of prepare people for that. I think I mean it kind of speaks for itself, and it might be because, you know, streamer bad lol, but if you've played platformers before and know that I've played a lot of platformers, even though I get the stream debuff, which is real, I'm not even like trying to pull your leg. Stream debuff is real. You take and deal 200% more damage? That's kind of dangerous. Let's go with the 1 extra life here. Is you Hyperion? I was trying to quote the rest of that quote from the scooter, but also not die to these guys. Oh my goodness, we're failing at both. We're failing at both of these things that I wanted to do. Okay. I heard you eat robots out of the garbage and stuff. Now, if you've come to arrest me, you never take me alive, you robotics. You know the rest. Oh boy. Oh. Good thing we didn't take the double damage thing. because we'd already be dead. Death defied, though. Death defied! I'm justified! I'm never the one saying the next defied. Okay. Oh, yeah. Boom. Fireball, 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 lightning bolt. Okay. We're fine. We're fine. What does that do? You know, they just got a couple lucky hits on us. I am sad that the extra life doesn't give you full health. That wasn't in the fine print. We jumped too high. Are you kidding me, dude? Okay, well. I mean, since we're like nearing the end of like the Rogue Legacy 2 streak, would I recommend getting the game now? This might be a sore loser in me, but if you've seen what I've seen, if you've been through what I've been through, you would understand where I'm coming from. You know, there's balancing stuff that needs to be worked on. No, you just suck. Look, I'm more of a talk first, gameplay second kind of content creator. Sometimes. You know, we can get to try hard Thursdays and get, you know, get some head snaps, get some highlights going. Oh boy. That is not what I usually aspire to, but you know, sometimes that's my bread and butter. Okay, let's go. Bam. What do we have here? Take and deal 200. Increase your current gold. Let's go with the take and deal. I know a lot of you guys are shaking your heads like, he's not gonna last 1 minute, but maybe this is the exact thing that we needed. We needed to have something that'll kill us for us to do better. It's working out really well right now. When can we switch to the next game, please? You might be like, nobody's making you play this. I am making myself play this because I'm masochistic sometimes, but also I sincerely enjoy like platformers and the gameplay in general. I think it's just extremely unforgiving, and that is how the first game was, you know. I want to give it credit for you know, credit where credit's due. As far as that, it stayed true to the beginning. I feel like you know, there's some fighting game element stuff where like if you do something, you better have done that on purpose, or else there's no like redeeming a mistake. And I feel like that's a little rough. Like in Gungeon, if you move to the wrong spot, you know, there's a possibility that you could just oh boy. There's a possibility to dodge out of the way, you know, dodge roll being the name of the company. And I don't want to just keep comparing everything to, you know, my favorite roguelite. Not everything has to be Gungeon. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't sound like you're saying that. As far as platformers go, like if I were to compare this to Dead Cells has a really good barrier to entry. I feel like you can beat that first boss maybe in your first maybe 5 hours or so. Well, not the first boss, but I mean like your first run you can beat. So like what is that, like 4 bosses? And then there's like the hard modes, which I know they just recently came out, but that's a really smart way of doing it. Like, especially if you have incremental upgrades anyways. So, oh boy, that could have been real dangerous. Oh boy. There we go. Good stuff, good stuff. Okay, I'm digging this archer though. But I can see why like a lot of content creators are kind of dodging Rogue Legacy 2 at its current state. I'm glad I took the time to check it out. Every time I have a sliver of positivity. They're just like, are you sure? Are you sure you like this game? Are you sure? Are you sure you want to say anything else even remotely kind about Cellar Door Games? Yes, I am sure. What, you guys want to see? You guys want to see the other areas at least? Let's see. Can we? We can't just travel to them. Well, X go and give it to him. And by X I mean GP. Who's GP? That's me. I have the GPD. I am. This is the GPD. Whoop whoop. That's the sound of GPD. Whoop whoop. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, like I'm digging. Like, if you like this this kind of format, I know it wasn't really shown that great in this game, but like I just talk about like anything crazy I'd seen all day. We just talk about anything, like a podcast style, like a solo podcast while playing a video game. That's what the GPD is all about. If you guys like that, yeah, make sure you subscribe and keep watching, because we're gonna do these daily. Like, if we ever get to the point where we're only streaming like one game on my Twitch channel, this is gonna bring a lot of the variety to your cornea. Okay, here we go. Sorry, I was just thinking of where to go. It's like my brain was buffering. My brain does buffer sometimes. Like I did the cringy thing of listening to my own video from yesterday. I was like, you couldn't think of X word. I'm trying to think of the... Now I'm trying to think of the word that I couldn't think of. But I couldn't think of the opposite of the word greatness. But I mean, like, it could literally be a ton of things, because greatness could mean just size. But it also, you know, typically what I was talking about, I brought LeBron in the question. So that's kind of like the opposite of greatness. There is kind of like feebleness. Weakness, you know. I don't know. I'm not gonna call myself out and give you material to make fun of me for. That's your job as a commentator. A commentator? A commenter? To come up with creative stuff to diss me about. That's what Twitch chat does. Okay. We're doing okay, alright? We're making it further down the cave. Eating food hurts you. Holy. Alright, let's go barbarian. I want to show you guys the bridge area. as we wind down here on Rogue Legacy 2. Let me get a sip of water. Which one's my water cup? Water. Is this it? It doesn't look like it. Did I put it in the back? I might have not brought it up. What am I, a madman? I wanted to record an episode without any water. But also, I think I just found out that I can air cancel out of the spin move here. Look at this. Instead of landing it, because when you land it, you have like a penalty time. You can't move, but you can air cancel it. Totally a Tony Hawk phrase, 100%. But I do really enjoy checking out games in early access like this, specifically because you get to see kind of where it goes from you know, the humble beginnings. I like that. I like that quite a bit. I would like it more if I didn't have to pay 17 bucks for it. But I do understand, you know, mouths need to be fed. And I was gonna get the game anyways, to be honest, so might as well be at the forefront. This is better quality than a game like Skull. Actually, that's probably one of the games that it reminds me of the most that came out this year. Because Skull basically is doing like a very similar thing. Just like different classes, different power-ups, different styles. I like that. I like that comparison. Well, we just keep on dying. Oh, yeah. You want to hear about my day? All right. Well, I'll start backwards. You know, I just installed a 2 terabyte hard disk drive, and you're probably thinking, why the heck did you go with an HDD? You should get a 2 terabyte solid state. Yes, that would make sense if I made more money. Was in a different class of socio-economic level. All right, I'm not gonna. I'll stop. I'll stop with the classism. But that's kind of it. 2 terabyte hard disk drive is 50 bucks for 2 terabytes of space. 10% of that's gonna be Call of Duty, admittedly. But, you know, it's also space for huge games like Borderlands 3 or like Destiny. You know, games that I might dabble into every now and then. But not necessarily wanting to be within my like 500 gigabyte M.2, you know, stuff like that. So, especially if if it doesn't benefit off of those, if it's like a server based game, so like everything just loads off of the internet anyways, you know, it doesn't benefit off of being on a solid state or an M.2. So, if none of this is making sense to you, then I'm sorry. Just look them up. It's a different style of hard drive where things load faster. Things load faster if you have like a different type. It's essentially like the difference between like a CD and a flash drive. The CD needs to spin. You know, have that sensor read it. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, yep, that was a trap room. We survived a trap room. It was a night time. Oh, she go. Alright, we got one more run. One more run today. So what else did we do? Well, actually, I just wanted to talk about that hard drive thing first for a second. I just plugged them in. Actually, let me go back a little bit. I had a 500 gigabyte hard drive that I just unplugged. I unplugged all the cables. Like, obviously I turned off the PC first. When I booted up, all of the games that were installed on that hard drive, I was like, oh no, that's gonna be a hot mess trying to fix that. Everything is just deleted. Like, everything knows that it's missing, and it just says the install button now instead of the, you know, instead of the play button. This may be like, maybe I'm old kind of bit, but yeah, last time I tried to swap a hard drive, or just take out a hard drive, it was a lot more troublesome than that, let me tell you. Oh, come on. What was I supposed to do? I think that's a skill I don't have yet. Much like being good at this game. The truth hurts. The truth hurts. Somebody get some ice. Because one, it's hot as heck in this room. But also two, I just burned myself. Which I hate when you burn yourself. Usually, you know, it involves trying to cook something in a pan. But for me, it's just playing a video game. Bam. Uh-oh. Oh, I like that. Look at this. You can dash backwards after a move. You have it all dash backwards. Okay. That was the joke. Yeah, the hard drive, I installed it, and now everything is downloading again on it. I'm not too salty about losing, you know, all that data, because I literally just installed it all, and it was Call of Duty, Overwatch, you know, just internet stuff, Apex. But it's gonna be nice to have those games on there. If we purchase Fall Guys on Steam, which I think we're going to pretty soon. I probably should have in the first place, but I wasn't sure if I was gonna like it. I do like it. I don't know how we're gonna fit it into streams. Maybe we put it as like a specific day that we might stream it. But I hate making that kind of promise. Just like making that promise to get to the second area. But yeah, this is it for this game. I apologize if you're a fan of Rogue Legacy 2, because I probably just made you mad the whole time. But we tried our best. We checked out just how the game feels in general. And it feels alright. Again, I probably wouldn't recommend getting it right now. Because it needs some time in the oven, just like I heard Grounded is in the same spot. We'll come back to both of those games. Grounded, I want to check out with somebody else and kill some bugs and stuff. But yeah, that is all. Thank you guys for watching. Hit that like, hit that sub, follow me on Twitch, and yeah, we'll just keep pumping out content. Hope you guys enjoy it all. All right, appreciate you. Have a good one. See you.